What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bad Religion. Once again, major shout out to Paulie for sending me Into the Unknown, 1983. And we're going to listen to the Dichotomy. A dichotomy, two elements, whether contradictory, divergent, or otherwise fundamentally opposed, but related, associated, part of the same system. So, like for biological species, if they engage in sexual reproduction, there's a male and a female. They're in a crucial sense, diametrically and indeed dichotomously opposed, but they are part of the same system. They're both, humans or bears or whatever you're talking about. So I'm not sure why that was my analogy, but yeah, a dichotomy as typically defined relates to two elements which are quite different but which feature in the same system or are connected in some way. So I wonder what dichotomy will be at play here. Let's find out. This is Bad Religion, the Dichotomy, and it's a track from their 1983, much discussed but at least publicly disowned album, Into the Unknown. Tempo shift. I love it. I see what they're doing. Did you walk the line? Did you see the mongrels on the inside? Did greasy fingers grasp the pieces of your heart? There are lyrics, but it's mostly an instrumental jam. wasn't paying attention at first, but you know, there's spaceships landing and taking off. I wonder if it's gonna go one more. So it was A-B-A-B-A. But yeah, musically, it was dichotomous. But it almost makes me wonder if, like, you know, and again, my understanding is Greg was more the driving musical force behind the sounds on this album. So I wonder if, like, in the studio is like, oh, we should play it this fast. Like, this is the kind of tempo. And the other, like, you know, whoever it was, like, no, let's play it like a bit slower. I think it sounds better this way. And it's like, why don't we just do both? Like, why don't we just, like, you know, switch back and forth? And it became the dichotomy of the song. Now, I'm entirely making that up, but you know, the fact that it's a very similar run with similar keys, but one like double time compared to the other. I don't know either whether or not there was any like improvisation in that regard. I would say it's a very clever take. Now, I heard very few of the lyrics. At first, they were sort of like buried, and then there was like one or two lines where I heard like a couple words, but I didn't catch most of that. So as I've been doing with punk rock reactions, which admittedly like is not historically the way I've done it, but it does seem like people have enjoyed, you know, a post reaction scan through the lyrics. But I'm wary because if I start doing that for all my videos, like they will all get longer and there will be fewer videos and everything will slow down and people will grumble. But no, I didn't catch very much of anything in this one, so I basically have nothing to work with from a listening standpoint, so we'll go straight to it. Dichotomy lyrics. Let's see what we got. It's pretty short, yeah, you could tell. You know, it was mostly instrumental. But yeah, it's about 5 lines. Hey, did you find the pieces your mentor left behind? And did you care? Did you trade his genius for your despair? Did you walk the line? Did you see the mongrels? I heard that line and I wondered like what that was about. Did you see the mongrels on either side? Did greasy finers grasp for pieces of your mind? Interesting. I feel almost as perplexed as I did before we even looked at this. Yeah, I don't know. I am like, you know, I was clicking around on some other things here. According to Genius.com, the Dichotomy was revived in the 2010s as a less keyboard-driven song, but apparently they used it in a set list on some of their tour dates for Age of Unreason. I didn't see them on Age of Unreason, so, you know, I would not have known this. But that's cool to know that they have brought some of the Into the Unknown songs back, even if deprived of the very thing that makes them interesting to me, which is to say, I'd be keen to go through this album anyway, but knowing going into it that there were keyboards, I was fascinated, and you know, I had heard one tune and it was years back, so I just remembered that it had keyboards, but I enjoy the fact that they explored this sound, so even though it's not an avenue they decided to pursue more regularly, I think it's cool that this album exists, and it's, you know, something just so completely in a different ballpark than other Bad Religion. I enjoy it for that fact. In any case, yeah, let me know what you make of the lyrics. You know, mentor and the pieces he left behind. You could take that, you know, to mean different things, and, you know, are we talking mentor in terms of like a trade, or are we talking like an apprenticeship, or, you know, just a, you know, intellectual relationship? Much to be considered, but I have no answers for you. In any case, the next time we come back to this, it will be Million Days. I did want to mention, I've been trying to get a punk day in recently. Last few days I haven't found the time for it. I've been sort of busy trying to do some like other video types, or begin to do some other video types, but bottom line, I want to do that soon, and whenever that happens, I did want to mention that Halloween I'm going to be posting the reaction to AFI's version of the Misfits track, so I'm looking forward to that. I can only imagine how Davey will sound singing that song. I assume it's going to be a cover of part 1, which is to say the Misfits did 2 versions of Halloween. And the second version, which I think I reacted to both of them early days on this channel, but the second one is very Samhain style. It's, like druid chanting, and it feels like very much down the path that they pursued more directly with Samhain, where part 1 is more kind of like straight away horror punk. So I'm guessing the AFI cover will be of that one, but either way, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let me know what you think of this track. I will see you next time. Peace.